Alright, here we are in NACHT DER UNTOTEN. So originally, if you guys saw the video, I did have a 110 challenge video of NACHT DER UNTOTEN, but we had one small issue, and that's that it made Verrucht way too hard. The issue is that the flamethrower is pretty much only good in NACHT DER UNTOTEN, so instead of getting the ray gun, I have to get the flamethrower instead. It's really the only good way to run this map, to be honest. Anyway, with all that being said, let's just get into it. So because this is the first map and it doesn't have any perks, what are we going to do for the first one in the 110 challenge, the perk? Well, for this perk, we're actually going to do the nothing perk, which literally grants you nothing. It's just there, kind of like Deadshot Daiquiri. You know, it's amazing. I said that the exact same way in like the last video I did on this. Anyway, with the power of editing, we can actually do this. So boom, right there is the nothing perk. Anyway, let's get on with this. Hopefully I get this first try because I really don't like to not get this first try. It's just really annoying. That was weird. I wonder if it does the same thing with this. It gets stuck on the top. That's weird. I guess it's supposed to phase through the building, but for some reason it's not doing that. Alright, yay, a scoped Kar 98, which is surprisingly good. See, I'm wondering why I can't just buy ammo from this thing because I have the scoped Kar 98 right now. You know, I know this was supposed to be Treyarch's first troll, but to be honest, it doesn't really feel like a troll. Especially because 1,500 points for a really good starter gun. I mean, once you buy that first door, honestly, it's a solid thing to buy, to be honest. I mean, I think everyone's just going to go straight for the mystery box instead, but... Okay, wow. That's lucky. Now, before I actually go ahead and start initiating training or whatever, I'm going to go ahead and get the Thompson just because it's a really good gun. Okay, what are we thinking? Are we gonna like, unlist or delete the original NACHT DER UNTOTEN video? Or do you think it would be better if I just like made this a part 2 or maybe like a part 1.5? Like, I don't know. Well, I guess I can't really ask you in the comments because I'm gonna have to make that decision before uploading. Alright, there we go. Boom, we got the Thompson, and I'm thinking we're probably pretty well set up right now. Now at this point it's really just hoping we get lucky with the training because, you know, one zombie steps out of line and it's like if you're training over here but then a zombie gets stuck over there or something, then you come around and then they get unstuck and boom, they're in your way when all the zombies are behind you and boom, stuck in the corner and you're dead. Right, that's all it takes. I think that's why you could say like NACHT DER UNTOTEN is the hardest map, because if you're actually trying and you're not doing a stupid challenge like I was on Verrucht, like seriously, you should have seen the crap I was dealing with on Verrucht. Like, it was bad. I went like 20 freaking games and the closest I got was round 18 without getting the flamethrower. Anyway, yeah, not dealing with that crap. I'd rather have a ray gun on Verrucht. What do you guys think? I know a lot of people say Verrucht is the hardest map, but if you get all the perks and if you get a ray gun and a flamethrower, honestly, it's a solid way to set up for high rounds. Because this one, really the only thing you gotta worry about is a zombie stepping out of line, and it's so random and you can't account for that. But with Verrucht, all you gotta deal with is like once you get to a high enough round, pull the trap and then just shoot the zombies with your flamethrower out the barrier. You know what I'm talking about, hopefully. Anyway, it's an extremely easy high round strat once you get it like prepped and ready. NACHT, on the other hand, pure luck. Just literally such a hint of RNG for this one. So I think I might use my Thompson for the first 10 rounds, and then once I get to like round 10 or 11, start using my flamethrower. Also, I never questioned it, but how are there this many Nazis that somehow died in a close vicinity? Like what are the odds that there's just like thousands and thousands of Nazis that just happen to be laying around and then waiting for a new round to start? Like, I don't know. It's a little weird. Oh my gosh. I should have been watching my back a little better, but thank God that we had insta-kill on for that. I mean, you know, interesting thing is NACHT has always been kind of a slower moving map, I feel. Because, like, it's only round 8, right? And it's been, like, 13 minutes for this game so far. Like, you could just tell it's a slower moving game. Verrucht is kind of slow at the start, but it picks up speed pretty fast, I'd say. And same with, like, Shino, Numa, and Darice. It's, like, start slow, but it picks up pretty fast. Okay, yeah, I don't want to run all the way over there for ammo. I might just stick around here. Use the flamethrower. Yeah, that's how you properly initiate training. I'm gonna try and use this at the start of the next round, but it just won't be very useful because of how early the rounds are. See, if I just use the whole flamethrower on a single zombie, they're dead. Alright, round 10 done, moving into round 11. Hopefully we can get these next 10 rounds down decently.
2 seconds later.
No, 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 no. Oh my gosh. How? How come when you just lay down you're completely fine? I thought I was dead there for sure. The Lord is with me. That is very clear. Oh my gosh, that was terrifying. That was like one of the scariest moments I've ever had playing World at War Zombies. Like genuinely. Okay, Lord, 5 more rounds to go and we got this. It's a little challenging, I'll tell you that. Yeah, this is doing this with a Thompson's a lot different than doing it with a flamethrower, I'll tell you that. Okay. Insta-kill's really nice when you pair it with a flamethrower, I'll tell you that. I probably could have saved it, though. I probably could have. So, maybe a bad call on my end. Ooh, what if I stand still to make them think that I'll just die? Yeah. Nope, they still want to take their sweet time and go the wrong directions. That guy ran all the way around just because I hit insta-kill. Alright, there we go. Round 18. Crazy, first game on, and I got the same high round as my Verrucht high round for this challenge. It just really goes to show, Verrucht is a hard map when you're doing a challenge. NACHT, it's hard to do a challenge just because of how limited this map is. But Verrucht, because of the perks and 2 wonder weapons, I mean, the perks definitely give you more to do. And that alone makes it harder. Yeah, no way I'm gonna make that next round. Might as well use it now. Alright, 19, 1 more round, and we can move on to Verrucht.
2 seconds later.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Why does this keep happening? Why? 1 round. 1 round and I would have been perfectly fine. But no, now I gotta do it all over again. All 32 freaking minutes over again. Like, I don't get it. Why does this happen? Why is it like it's perfectly fine, but the second it hits round like 19, 1 away from 20, now all of a sudden the zombies are gonna make it impossible for me. Like, I don't understand. I think round 19 is really why we board up this door and then start training over here and just make sure that that's boarded off. Like, I wanna move on to Black Ops already. This is annoying as crap. Okay, let's try to get the flamethrower again, which I know sometimes getting this flamethrower, you could literally get it first try, or you can take you like 38 spins or some crap. Okay, yeah, this thing's officially pretty bad right now, so I need a new gun. Wow. Now that I'm not using the ray gun, you decide to give it to me. Wow, this game is... Yeah, see, this is what I mean. I keep hitting it, I'm just not getting it, and it's already round 11. So I have to somehow survive in here, 9 rounds, and somehow in those 9 rounds get the flamethrower. Bro, a second ray gun in the same game. This game is taunting me. You know what? I'm gonna actually trade out the Thompson, because I could get it back at any moment if I felt like it. Wow, that was literally perfect. Alright, 4 rounds. That's crazy. It took me to round 16 to get this thing. I can always use the MG as well. I haven't been using it, I guess. Plus, I actually think it's gonna be better doing the M2 flamethrower on NACHT and ray gun on Verrucht, because otherwise I would have just never used the wonder weapon on Verrucht. And it's just kind of a waste. The only real downside to not having a Thompson is that now I don't have a light weapon that I can just easily run around with. Now all my guns are heavy. Well, now that they're grouped up, I could probably just Kill them with the MG. I'm gonna try that as well, so I just, you know, don't get cornered.
2 seconds later.
No, not again, not again, not again, not again. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh no! No way that just happened. No way that just happened. We did it. Oh my gosh, thank you, Jesus. I cannot believe that just happened. We had that close encounter death 2 times. 2 times in one singular game. That is utterly insane. The last thing I want to test real quick, how much fire kills you? Okay, I guess the flamethrower is just not good for killing yourself. Ray gun definitely was. Bro, if you... Okay. Whatever. GG, I guess. Well, we did it. We survived 20 rounds. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I will see all of you guys in Verrucht. Peace out, guys.